Hi guys, I'm Laura Vitale, and in this episode of Laura in the Kitchen, I want to show you how I like to make my soy ginger garlic chicken. Now, I posted a photo on my Instagram story, which by the way, if you don't follow me on Instagram, you really kind of need to because A, I post really cute pictures of my kid because she is the cutest thing ever. And two, aside from posting just little bits and pieces of my life, I show you a lot of what I'm cooking for dinner. And if I don't already have that recipe up, like for instance, when I made this dish, everybody went crazy and wanted the recipe. It'll be a good indication for you to see like other things that I make that I don't share with you here. And then if you want to see it, you can just DM me and I get back to you and I make it. So this is one of those recipes that everybody was crazy about it. I made this with, I served it with brown rice and some green beans, which I'm gonna serve with sugar snaps today. And I wanna share with you because it's easy, it's delicious, you can make it ahead, and the longer it marinates, the better it gets. So let's run through it because it's short and sweet. The list of ingredients are not very long. You need boneless, skinless thighs. I like thighs for this. I kept a little bit of the fat on. It's just so much more juicy than breast, but I just make sure that the bones and the skin is off so that it makes for easy, quick cooking. Then what I have here is some ginger. This is kind of grated ginger. I buy it already grated like this because it just keeps forever in the fridge and it's really convenient. A pinch of sugar, which you can absolutely omit if you are not into the sugar thing right now. What I have here is some low sodium soy sauce. I have a teaspoon of toasted sesame oil and a little bit of vegetable oil. Then I need a little bit of lemon, garlic, scallions, and a little jalapeno. And that's it. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I love it. It's so good. You're gonna go crazy for it. So what I've done to the chicken thighs are, I just took a fork and I've kind of pierced all around the chicken thighs because I'm going to just marinate this for about 20 minutes and I want the marinade to really seep into the chicken. So now in here with the soy and the oils and whatnot, I'm going to add the ginger. Now, like I said, I like to buy pre-grated ginger because it makes life easy. The sugar, which you don't need the sugar. I mean, you don't have to add it, but I think it gives you better balance with the saltiness of the soy and the lemon, which you can also use rice wine vinegar. If you don't want to use lemon, you can use lime. And then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just slice a little bit of this jalapeno. About, I would say a little less, maybe about half. I like to slice it nice and thin because it also looks really pretty in my marinade. And then I'm going to finely chop up my garlic. I'm going to add that right into my cup here with the soy and everything. And then just take a spoon and give everything a little mix. This smells incredible. You could work on shrimp, it would work on beef, it would work on pork, it would work on everything. But you know, chicken thighs, cheap and cheerful. They got great flavor. They're really at a good price, way more affordable than chicken breast, and they have so much flavor. And then what I do is I just kind of, you want to just make sure that you toss your chicken in that marinade, and it's just, you want to make sure it's coated really well. Get it? I don't know why I did that. That kind of freaked me out myself, but whatever. All right, that's perfect. So what I'm going to do, so you have options because I like to give you options and the world is full of them. So here's what you can do. You can cover this and you can pop it in the fridge for about an hour and a half to 2 hours. You can make this the night before. You can marinate this the morning before you go to work. Or if you're anything like me, last minute procrastinator all the time, you can just marinate this on your counter for 15 minutes. The flavors are really strong. They're really potent flavors, so it's gonna seep through the chicken, so don't worry about that. And it's easy. It's really easy. I didn't have to think about it this morning, so I'm gonna pop this aside. In the meantime, I'm gonna go steam some sugar snaps, cook some brown rice, add a little toasted sesame oil in the stock just to give it extra flavor, and then I'll show you how to sear it up, cook it, serve it, eat it, the whole shebang. This looks pretty fantastic. Now, I'm gonna cook mine in my cast iron skillet. You can use any skillet you want. You can do this on the outdoor grill, whatever makes your life easy. What I do recommend is that if you're going to use a cast iron skillet, you want to make sure that there's a little bit of oil at the very base so that nothing sticks. There is a little bit of sugar in this marinade, plus the soy sauce can tend to burn and be really bitter, so you want to cook this on medium heat rather than high. So what I do, my cast iron's been preheating by the way, I just shake off any excess marinade, and I'll tell you why in a minute. Add those babies in. All right. You can probably fit 4 in here. Yeah. And then I'm just gonna put my screen on I'm gonna cook those and for about, say, 3 to 4 minutes per side, maybe a little bit longer. In the meantime, you pretend this last chicken breast, this chicken thighs is not here. You take whatever marinade you have left, right? Because that's really flavorful. You add that to a small saucepan, right? Add a little bit of water, and I'm just gonna bring this up to a boil on my back burner. Once you bring this to a boil, you kind of kill off any bacteria from the raw chicken. You can let it cook for a couple of minutes just to reduce it, and then you have just a little drizzle to put on top of your chicken once it's cooked. You can omit this completely, but it is a really delicious step. So I'm gonna go do that while cooking all my chicken, and then I'm gonna get back here and we'll plate the whole thing. Got my brown rice, got my steamed sugar snaps, got my beautiful, beautiful seared chicken, and this is my sauce that I reduced. Remember that I reduced the sauce a little bit? And I'm just like a little spoonular on there. Do you know what I'm saying? A couple little jalapenos if you're feeling fancy. And then a little bit of the sauce on the sugar snap gives them a lot of flavor. If you want to, a little bit on the rice. But really, this has so much beautiful, just deep, deep flavor. And then I just like a little fresh green onion, because I do think a little freshness is good. If I had them, they're upstairs. Some sesame seeds on top. We really push it over the edge, but let's dig right into this because it really smells amazing. It looks beautiful. Oh, and it's tender. I'm gonna get a piece of jalapeno and some scallions. Why don't I? I love the smell of that sesame oil. It's like really, and the ginger as well. It is just, it really is just, I got no words. It's flavorful, it's juicy, it's got just the perfect amount of balance with the tiny bit of sugar. You can also use honey, you can use agave, you can use maple syrup, you can use whatever you want. Just a little bit though. Perfect. Jalapeno. Just the right amount of heat. It's just a really easy, delicious way to amp up your chicken thighs in the middle of the week. When you're probably tired of boring old chicken. Go to laurainthekitchen.com to get the written recipe. Hope you enjoy spending time with me. Follow me on Instagram, Mrs. Vitale on Instagram. Go get the recipe, make it. I'll see you next time. Bye.